Okay, before I get real carried away, I have to tell you that what I'm about to say is a rumor that was sent to me by somebody from the United States, and I haven't been able to prove it. Although there are some people that say, yeah, that's what he's going to do, but they can't prove it either. So I'm posting this rumor in the hope that somebody will watch this and has better access to research than I do, or to Trump material than I do down here in South America. And let me know if it's true or false. If it's true, Trump ain't going to get elected dog catcher. If it's false, then we need to put a stop to it because it's really disgusting rumor. Now you know that Donald Trump wants to do away with a lot of what he calls entitlements. They want to restructure Social Security so the rich can still get it and the poor get screwed. You know how that is. That's the Trump motto. But this one's a little strange. This one's really bad. This is the worst thing I think he's thought of, if it's true, he's ever came up with. There is a rumor that when he's elected, one of the so-called entitlements that he wants to get rid of is unemployment. Now, some of the things that are involved in this proposal aren't, horrible. They're not great, but he wants people to have to work to get unemployment benefits. Not, do something, manual labor, dig ditches, do something rather than sit home and just collect checks, which is what he thinks a lot of people do. And I know people like that. Okay, so that does exist. Corruption does exist. But rather than trying to revamp the program or anything, he wants to do away with it completely. Now, that takes money out of a few million people's pockets, and I don't think that's going to go over real big, and I don't think I want to be standing next to him after he says that. So, if somebody has any concrete information on this, please feel free to comment in the comment section at the end of this video. By the way, I'm still having trouble getting rid of the introduction, but I'm working on it. I have to find some editing software that I can understand. I'm not that good at it. I'm a little old. So if you have an idea about that too, put it in my comment section at the end of the video. All right, I would appreciate that. Okay, what else? The Republicans want to use the National Guard to quelch, is that a word? The protests of Gaza protests on the college campuses. Now, I don't know how many of you remember the 60s and the 70s and whatnot, and remember Richard Nixon using the National Guard, and that the National Guard went to a place called Kent State University, and a bunch of people got killed there. There's songs about it. So I ask you, if the Republicans, you want to use the National Guard, better take a look at those videos and see what happened. Okay? Innocent people, unarmed people were shot and killed. Okay? So that's not, and the National Guard got away with it. There was photographs that appeared on a record album, and I haven't been able to locate it since then. Dick Gregory's was the comedian that put the album out, and it shows the National Guard kneeling, aiming, and firing. So this was not mistakes. These guys were shooting to kill. They got off on it. They still want those that are still alive, that are not dead from old age, are still yapping about it without any guilty conscience. So that's something else that's going to go on. What else? Trump wants to cut down. Well, Trump wants to do away with civil service protections for people so that he can fire people at will. Now, that gets to be touchy. because he can use it to fire anybody he wants to for no reason at all. You know, get rid of people that are actually really good at what they do and care about what they do, and put in people that will do whatever he tells them to do. That's Trump's always been that way. He always likes to surround himself with yes people, and if he can get them into government, that's what he's going to do. He did it before, and there are some things that the people in the background are trying to push forward that he's a little shaky about, but because mostly he's about himself. He wants the federal protection on the presidency. He wanted the immunity thing so that he doesn't have to risk going to jail, because he knows that if he loses this election, there's a very, very good chance that he'll end up in jail. We'll see what happens down the road. I personally believe that what they're missing in an indictment is they should indict him for treason. I believe that's the reason he took the documents down to Florida. He wanted to sell them for personal gain. So I think that's treason. I'm not sure, but he betraying the government, since some of those folders that documents he took are labeled top secret. Now, and then also the problem with that is that I'm fairly certain the punishment for treason is they still have the death penalty for treason. I don't know if it's a specific type of treason, but there is still, I believe, because I think a soldier was facing it from Afghanistan or something like that. I'm not sure, but I know it's in recent years there's been a case like that. So, I worry about that. His totalitarian attitude is what scares me more than anything else. I don't think he's capable of making rational decisions, and I'm not sure that Biden is either. But I think Biden would at least give the decision-making turns over to somebody else if he felt that way. Trump will never do that. You're going to have to remove Trump from office. He gets elected, you're going to have to use guns to get him out of there. Seriously, because he's not going to leave. He'll try to change election rules and everything else. That's what they're doing now. They're making it harder and harder for people to vote. Not a good idea, So, anyhow, it takes care of that. Saturday, the draft is still going on. I haven't really been able to, surprisingly enough, I haven't been able to find a listing for a comprehensive list of the draft. I'm going here right now and see if I can find something about it. Draft tracker, that should do it. And let's pick my team, New York. Oh, here they go. Let's go. Round 4. Hasn't started yet. Okay. Let's go look at round 2. Hopefully, I'm going to go look up the Giants, because that's really the only one I can. I'm also checking to see if what the hell are they? SAF, what is that? Tyler Newman. He's got there's no special trait. He can be the Giants' post safety as an assignment sound defender. All right, that's just, you know what that sounds like, don't you? Sounds like they could have done better. That's what it sounds like. I that's the thing about the Giants. They've never ever I don't think Eli Manning was a great pick. I thought, I liked Eli. I thought he was a nice guy and all that. But I also think he's one of these quarterbacks that had one or two really great games, and the rest of the time he was an okay quarterback. Now let's see, round 3 they took a cornerback out of Kentucky. That's always a great school for pass defenders since they don't play that many passing teams. I guess, I don't know. Any more picks in this round for the Giants? I think a lot of these, looking at a lot of these teams that didn't get in the top 5 or 6 didn't get in the first 5 or 6 draft picks, no matter the round 1. I think a lot of them now are out there. Out of their element. Looks like it's a. I think that this year it's going to be who has the best defensive teams. I think that whatever the Giants win, it's going to be on defense. I don't think they're going to be able to mount much of an offense. Not with Daniel Jones as quarterback, and I don't think unless they can grab somebody. It's happened before. Look at the San Francisco with Purdy. You can grab a quarterback out of nowhere, but I don't think the Giants have the coaching staff or the management staff to be able to do something like that, to go out and get a player and bring him in, because New York is one of those glamour places. People want to play. You can make a lot of money, and the drugs are really good. If you're a starter or something like that, you can really clean up on a deal like that. So we'll see what happens. All right, it's Saturday. Do me a favor, check out that rumor for me if you can. I really would appreciate it, because I'm going to keep looking. I don't know what I have to ask my friend where he got this information from, because I really haven't seen anything in print or otherwise about it. But I just thought it would be cool to put it up there and get it. Maybe I could get a little bit of a discussion going on that, because I know he's doing away with some other major program, so it wouldn't surprise me if this was on the list of things he wanted to get rid of. Except saying it now would be political suicide. Doing it is one thing, but if he does it, if he says he's going to do it, I'm pretty sure that's political suicide. That's like saying, he has a big problem when he starts saying, I'm going to do away with Social Security. His poll numbers drop drastically when he says that, because he doesn't have an alternative. The Republicans don't. I told you that before. When they did Obamacare came out, they wanted to get rid of it, but they've never been able to come up with an alternative. Okay, that's it. I'm done. Talk to you later.